If you're reading this, I'm probably blacked. I've uncovered a great evil and I'm not sure if I'll be able to stop it. My name is Pranny Trolaps and I'm a shardy janitor. You might have not heard of me since I never really messed around with name faggotry because I didn't want people to make fun of me for being Indian and cared about my mental health. But this is irrelevant. It all began when I was playing my favorite indie transcoded game Mouthwashing while listening to Femtanel, both of which are shardy culture by the way. When all of a sudden, my phone rang. Hello, Sar. Me have location of place with Deltarune Chapter 6 and 7 on CD along with your favorite Jemmy breakcore music albums. I gave you location in private message. See you there, Sar. I didn't understand most of what the fuck he was saying, but I heard Deltarune and breakcore, so I was hooked. I checked my DMs and saw that somebody sent me coordinates to some place in Mexico. I lived around 5 hours away from there but decided to go anyway. I couldn't pass out on the offer of getting that sweet gender-affirming media. While I was on my way there in my Mombasa-made tuk-tuk, I decided to stop at this diner called Jimbo's Slop and Shop. I ordered some fried jardy flies with fufu and an agusi-flavored goat head, and washed it down with Slop Tran's vaginal yeast milkshake. I made a few more stops at a few places like the FP Waffle House, the Zardi Pizzeria, or the Amori Diner, because my disability check came in early and I needed to spend my money somehow. When I finally made it to the place, I was met with a concrete structure in the desert, with the entrance obstructed by a piece of plywood. I didn't have the strength to get it out of the way, so I rammed into it with my tuk-tuk instead. I crashed into an old, decrepit dark room. The walls were covered in mold and what seemed to be someone's bodily fluids. It smelled worse in there than Trunella Dash. I mean Bridget's dilated axe wound, or Terry Crew's rotting FTM sausage. But I continued along because I needed my free Deltarune CD. Nigga. I fished around my pocket to grab my Chinese spyware-infested limited edition Genshin Impact Huawei cellular device. I turned on my phone's flashlight and got to work, when all of a sudden I received another message. You very close to your prize now, Sar. Though, you almost there, oh Algo. Please go through the rusted steel blast door on the left with, I will rape you, inscribed on it. That put me off a little bit. But in the end, I thought nothing of it as my Fujoshi self-proclaimed femcel girlfriend who's a booktalk girly and masturbates to Chainsaw Man characters on Character AI all day, gets off to rape herself. I've gone through the door and started calling out to anybody in the almost Vantablack room. Hello? Is anybody there? I'm here for my breakcore album and Deltarune. The room was filled with silence for some time. Then a figure emerged from the darkness. It was none other than Kuznetsov himself, albeit way more brown and gaunt than I imagined. He looked like a Somali migrant on meth. Snot seeped from his nose and some kind of white powder covered his mouth. He was also strapped to a Stephen Hawking-esque wheelchair. I imagine it was because of his gay turbo AIDS that he got from fucking underage male teenagers he referred to as gemboys. Hello? You cuffero Algo? He whimpered. He was way more ESL than ever before, probably because of dementia or some other obsessed condition like that. So, am I gonna get my transcore media now? I replied impatiently. Yes, but first you're gonna have to follow me, pendejo, he murmured under his nose. He led me into a dimly lit corridor, covered in awards and what appeared to be Mexican sharts. Jardy flies were buzzing around us as we braved the hall. Here we are. I was met with another room. The doors were also heavily reinforced like the ones before, but this time there was Nate written on the wall above them. The smell was even more pungent than before. It smelled like a tranny's neovagina turning necrotic, or a Mexamut's pants after Taco Bell. The room's wall were plastered with Terrible Mouse P, Amazing Digital Circus P, Overwatch P, Soytan P, and much more I'd rather not name. There were slopjacks around every corner auto-fellating themselves, furfags masturbating, and Mexamuts eating their own poop and brapping loudly. I knew this was a mistake. I started having a realistic panic attack and bolted out of the room. Cuz tried catching up to me, but his HIV patient ass fell to the ground instead. I ran out of the /Nate bunker/ and sprained my ankle. I tried driving off in my tuk-tuk, but it was totaled. So now I'm limping around Mexico, hoping whatever horrors I saw in that bunker aren't looking out to get me. I don't think I have long. So remember this, whatever you do, never enter the Nate bunker. You might think Nate is gone, but it still exists. Heed my warning.